Yeah. Well, you know, it was a fast draft for us, but it's okay. It's some pretty simple game plans happening here. I'm looking for Frugos to make the plays on this Mirana because I think we're now just Frugos is 4 at this point. I think our Liquipedia information might have been a little off.
For sure, which in retrospect does make sense with the players that they have. I see Vol as a much more versatile player, and Frogos as like a super specialty sort of player, so this makes sense. Easy D-ward there from Moon. Oh, they're doing a late smoke on the cut. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty late. You were right. Maybe trying to catch action a little bit closer to the bounty runes.
30 seconds.
All right, well, they got pretty mad damage and control here. They can definitely kill anyone if they get that initial grab. Trying to play it really tight for that initial smoke pop. Oh, look at, they're just lurking. They're inching step by step. Oh, Saberlight, run! Use all 8 legs to escape. But he's coming. Oh, the speed from the web. Will it be enough to slow from the Arctic Burn? The Burrow Strike, he's in a weird, awkward high ground, low ground, but it doesn't matter. There's enough damage as the arrow comes from Frugos as well for the first blood. And Dubu, some quick calculations. He's like, I think I can get this. Oh, he
denies it. That's so annoying. Not the worst thing.
I mean, he had the greatest quote I've ever had in an interview, without question, during the NADPC, when he said, you know, I think he was asked, like, why do you like playing support? Yes, Dubu Chad, very true. He
Oh,
said,
God.
I like, or why do you like playing Ench, I think was the question. And he said, I like, what do you call it when the slug is on the salt, I believe he said.
Yeah.
I like to make the opponent squirm. I was like, my God.
Oh, that was my least favorite interview answer because he was definitely referring to every game I'm against this guy in pubs, and he just makes me so miserable. He's so annoying as a pos 5. But he is playing 4 in this game.
Yeah, his impact on the lane is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. You feel it every single time. Even if he's not a hero that maybe traditionally doesn't get that much pressure, although to be fair, he usually gets most of it. So, oh, look at this. As Nox will point out, 21st game with a Brood and Ench paired together, and it's a 50-50, 10-10. No NA players opting for it, but this will be the first, and of course, the first win. Thoughts? Easy Undying game?
It's an interesting pairing of heroes, I think, because Broodmother is kind of terrible until you get level 6 now. Like, the lane is just all about farming. You don't really win lanes. And so Enchantress, being the single greatest lane-winning hero in the entire game, seems like a really solid pairing. And then once you're level 6 on Brood, the Ench can leave and go take the mid tower. So it does seem like a solid combination.
Oh, there we go. The Bushwhack with the long dagger. I thought Vol was actually fine here, but oh, one more mana. Regen. All right, he's got Burrow Strike. He's good. Oh, you're totally good, right?
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just better to die there. I mean, he had 3 tangos, but like, maybe the Burrow Strike wouldn't have saved him anyway. He's pretty short range.
Probably dead either way. And then, of course, Frogos pulls the wave into tower, gets some free farm, easy.
Oh, nice Bushwhack. That was a lot of follow-up damage. They're struggling up here from a Hoodwink and a Spectre. Not really the heroes. I don't know. I mean, obviously, this lane switcheroo by putting the Ench bottom and the Hoodwink top is just going great for Undying.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily supposed to go this well. The, Sanking Mirana, traditionally a kill-heavy lane, but Sanking just sucks between level 1 through 3 with anything, against anything. It's a lane-losing hero.
In any situation that exists under the sun, he's just bad.
It's pretty bad in the first few levels. He scales really well. They nerfed him really hard in those first few levels. Dubu?
We're taking a lot of damage down there, but should be fine. And yeah, we haven't touched too much on the position 1 Leshrac, but I mean, position 1 Leshrac and Death Prophet, I have been a pretty big fan of the past, I don't know, it feels like 3 years or something since China primarily started doing it. Even before the DPC leagues, it was something that you'd often see in those LAN leagues that China would have. Is that it was an option that was pulled out a lot later in the draft because sometimes you just spot a situation where you can run people down, and as carries, those 2 heroes can obviously offer a very fast tempo timing where you just end the game because of their ability to take objectives.
Another nice thing about it is that because of how the game scales in the late game now, you have all these crazy neutral items. You have, you know, Bloodstone gives you amplified magic damage. Talents, yeah, level 30s. Like, the late game is just very different from how it was previously, where some hero like Juggernaut doesn't necessarily outcarry a traditional, like, mid laner. Oh,
nice
boy.
grab there. Yeah, Moonmeander again, his second kill. All right, revenge kill with the arrow from Frugos, and we'll be fine. Has 2 leaps just in case, but Tomato not going to chase. That is pretty good. But yeah, that's a very interesting point. I actually think that's one of the biggest changes over the past few years is the end of the win lane lose game for a lot of heroes, right? Dota is just not that simple anymore.
It's not. No.
It's like infinite scaling now for every hero.
Everything scales. Yeah. Oh, can you hit the arrow? Well, not on the right hero.
No, not quite. But I mean, mid lane, haven't discussed this at all. It's a bit of a classic matchup, Kunkka versus Invoker. Not really a lot of kill threat. Level 6, perhaps, you'll see the Kunkka go for something, but overall, it's like high spam damage. You just kind of heal naturally with Quas, so we're both kind of looking for rotations, but Kunkka's a little happier farming on the side than the Invoker is.
I'm pretty impressed with Rusi in both games in terms of his early game. Like, I think Bryle is playing this really well, and this is... You know, Bryle, incredibly high-rated, super skilled mid laner. Not an easy player to match up against, and Rusi's doing well in both games against him.
Meanwhile, while that was happening, looks like Frugos got very low, as Moonmeander is still on the hunt here, as well as a range creep that was running through the jungle. Oh, okay. Moonmeander. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sending him back home. Wait, he didn't give him his bottle. Oh, because he thought he was going to get the bounty. Oh, Rusi.
Now he's going to give him the bottle.
Oh, yeah, now we're fine. Yeah, that's true. Just do it the easy way. Here, I was thinking that he might go do other stuff, but that's okay. We'll go back to the mid lane and hit some creeps.
Top lane, Bull. Oh, he's got 3 levels in Burrow Strike top. He can die here. He doesn't have points in Sandstorm. He just used it.
Yeah, now the Bushwhack and the rotation from Bryle. That's going to 100% guarantee it. Bryle, the catapult got arrowed in mid as well while Frugos was there, so... Didn't have a lot to play for in the mid lane, makes this rotation even sweeter in some sense, because now Bryle just wants to get back and catch this wave. Unfortunately, he's going to be really slow, so... Oh, no, they hate this when you're support. I guess I have to go mid, because my ult's going to take too long. No, I
had to get the last hit. Oh, sorry about that. That's rough. You know,
look, he could have got that one too, but you have to act all cool with your mid laner coming back and be like, you weren't able to get that one?
Yeah, it's yours. You can have it. Yeah, of course. I was just here to get the catapult, okay? Just saving the tower.
You have to protect the fragile mentality of your core players.
You do. You really do.
If that means that you just like put a Lacet into the void, that's the cost sometimes when you play Dota.
It's an investment in the future. Because then you can steal more CS from them in the future. And they'll be like, oh, of course, he's just protecting the tower.
My latest is whenever I spot an ally that has like some sort of a buff, I make sure I compliment them when they make even the smallest good play, because then I get buffed the rest of the game. Oh, Caudle, that was sick. Nice job. Do you know who's getting shocked at the rest of the game? This guy.
That's smart. Oh, Magnus, that was such a nice miss skewer. That was so good.
Just get empowered on your Ench for the rest of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, it's level 6 Brood. This defines the hero currently. You thought it was the lane back in the old Brood Mother. Now it's what can I do when I hit level 6? And you better bring the reinforcements, because she wants your tower, but they're going after her friend. The Ench, they want some venison. She is all chopped up with the Tidebringer. The Centaur comes in. Nice job there from Dubu. Prevent any chase onto Saberlight. And they have successfully defended their tower, although it did take 4 heroes. And it has left Vol alone under a sentry, and Moon, he wants some, but doesn't have any help. So Vol should be fine here. I say that. Vol's going for the turnaround play. There's a raindrop on Moon, so it's going to help a little bit, and he'll be fine. Meanwhile, back down the bottom lane, we got action everywhere. There's a stomp from the Centaur. Once again, the value from this Centaur, it's unreal. It helps with the kill of the Pingu for Bryle.
I like that a lot of teams have started doing this around the Broodmother, where they don't just let the Brood be solo. It's this thing where, like, basically the enemy team can counter you with these spider clear heroes, and you put a hero who's good against the spider clear heroes, such as Quas, Wex, Invoker, in the lane. So now you can't counter the Brood by just sitting a hero there. You have to actually fight the Brood. which is
And
not
look
easy.
at the split of the spiders, too. Saber, like, keeping it away from the creep wave as the Wyvern tries to defend, because now the spiders are just chasing the Wyvern. Bingo's just dead. Already used the Cold Embrace. He's gone. They pop the Haunt. Scout know where everybody is. They know Scourge is stuck back there. Yup, spiders going right back under the tower. So Scourge McDuck's also going to fall here. Fry also lurking in the trees. They're surrounded. They think they're chasing the Dire, but it's the Dire who are waiting for the pincer. Oh, but wait, the boat coming through, protecting him with some damage. And there goes Frugas. He's gone. Can they clean up some more heroes? Will they get any kills onto Undying? I think it's just the cut getting cut up. They're the ones being served. They're the stakes after all. And now Rusi, he's got, Vol has just been wandering around in the middle here like, what do I do? And now the chain stun is almost certain. Oh, you know, he just needs one kill though. The explosion from the Caustic Finale. Maybe he can get a chain reaction. Not gonna happen.
I gotta say, this build from Vol, maxing out Burrow Strike, it's not something you see very often. And I think in this game, we're seeing why. Not being able to play around that Sandstorm as this like damage dealing zoning ability, the Burrow's not really doing much in these fights, and because he doesn't have the Sandstorm, he's so easy to kill.
Oh, and look at Scourge McDuck. He's trying to go for a counterplay of what the Brood is attempting in the bottom lane up top, but there's the Tornado EMP, Bushwhack. That's a risky place to be as a Lesh.
Yeah, he's totally alone.
Surely he knew that was likely to happen. Like, you can get some cheesy towers as Lesh. This is not one of them.
Now, Undying is doing a really great job at responding to the pressure, specifically Bryle on Invoker. Like, he's everywhere that he needs to be. He sees that there's some hero trying to sit into the Brood's lane who counters the Brood by killing the spider. So he goes there and he prevents that from happening. He sees that the counterplay comes with this push on the top lane, and Bryle is there fighting. And I love that Undying is able to do this, because this is the polar opposite of what they were doing in Season 1, where Bryle was going to just be the hard carry in every single game. And he's totally capable of sacking his own game to make space for his other two heroes now.
Yeah, and even just a little bit of harassment like that. Like, they might not kill Rusi, but... Oh, Moonmeander. Left, right. That actually does get him. So, a little bit of extra damage there. But do you think he just got, like, too obsessed with the Burrow Strike arrow combo? And that's why he went for it? On the, like, for maxing that out or something?
I think so. I think that's probably the idea, but Froggus hasn't even been playing with him for the entire game. So I think the moment your Mirana is playing elsewhere, you start maxing Sandstorm. Like, Sandstorm is the reason this hero is so strong. Ever since you were able to move in it, this is why the hero's been strong. And you only go for the Burrow for laning. That's about it, usually.
Only his second Mirana game here in a pro match. Obviously, spams it in pubs, though, according to his Dota Plus. So
He does, yeah.
He's bringing her to the big leagues. Not a lot of success quite yet. And look at this. Scourge is behind. He sees the Edict hitting the Invis hero, of course, as that's what it can do, but they still get the tower. And Scourge McDuck very alone back here. Precarious situation. Gets the Cold Embrace, but now the reinforcements are coming. The Haunt is there. Scourge to fall. Can they grab Frugas? Yes, they can. Wrapped up with the Bushwhack. And cleave on down there with a big old swing of the blade. Now Vol, trying to find some purpose in this game, is lurking nearby. I don't think they have the follow-up. Oh, okay, here comes Roos. They're going for the full combo into Bryle. They got to get a revenge kill here. Surely he's dead. Surely. Yeah, they got it. All right.
Nice little turnaround kill there for them, but the problem with this is that who's going to carry the game? A Sand King? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Kunkka's going to carry this game either. It's so hard to play into Quaswex Invoker. I think Leshrac it's really important for him to have items.
Well, a little bit of a skirmish breaking out here in the Dire jungle. Pengu gonna limp away here, while trying to at least. Moonmeander does have the sharpshooter, trying to find some space away from Rusi that he can fire it off. Now that Rusi is just TPing out. And Moon not gonna go for the big shot here. He wants to come mid to help this kill. The Scourge McDuck is dropping really low from the spiders, but does clean them up. Unfortunately for him, the Bushwhack comes out, so Moon making plays. This is a killing spree now. 5-1-4 on the Hoodwink, and the hero continues to shine in these qualifiers. Oh, Frugas though, revenge kill. Trying to, with his carry, couldn't. But, all right, gets the leap. Should be all right. Oh, man, it's non-stop action. Rusi does get the X, but I don't think if the follow-up, the arrow comes through. Sure, that's going to send up the Invoker. Maybe that can help Rusi get back. Frugas comes in just for the Starstorm. He might die for this. Oh, the Sunstrike. It's a Quaswex level 1 Sunstrike. He throws heavy ball. Rusi was getting chased down. They find the kill onto the Hoodwink. That's Moon falling to Vol. Now Pengu being chased by Saberlight. We're just diving tier 2s. It's not a big deal. The ulti pops. that cold embrace. And, oh, Vol coming from the epicenter now. The follow-up stun from Scourging Knock. The revenge kills are there. Have they gone too far? I think they have. Ryle, damage, AoE for the Leshrac. Now Frugos comes through, trying to find the last bits of damage. They've got the Invoker. Can they squish the Spider as well? Because it's now a triple kill for Saberlight. Low on mana, has a Soul Ring and Arcane Boots in just a moment, but not looking for anything else. Is just going to back away to the tower and just go back to laning. Easy stuff.
This is great, man. We're talking about Avo not having to do work. It's like there's so much fighting. I don't have to do anything either. I'm just sitting here waiting for it to end. Vol. He's got no mana. He might just slowly, pathetically die here. No, he's got mana boots. Frogger saves his
I had to check for a Diffusal Blade. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, he went down real fast. The pipe is now out helping out the spiders, but Saberlight dropping low there, and he's back. All right, to safety. Scourge dropping low. Oh, man, Scourge. He's always in the middle of everything, and he doesn't have the HP for it. Meanwhile, the big damage just come out there on the Moon and Saberlight, but Moon going to pop the wand. Will survive. Cold Embrace. That's just the T-ball setup. The impetus or the meatball doesn't really matter. Well, knock him down. So the mid and the carry done for, and despite the deep dives, there was still a tier 1 both mid and top. So they'll finally clean up this one in the middle lane, and even more space for the Spider.
Space for the Spider as well as Tomato. He's just been smacking creeps.
There's a Spectre in this game?
There's a Spectre. He doesn't even have to press Haunt. He just hasn't been using it because he doesn't have to. And SMD is not looking like a Leshrac player, to be honest. He is crazy feeding. Chain feeding, basically. And he has to be the hero to carry this game. But he has Boots of Travel, so he's building to play in this like split pushing sort of style, but he's showing up to every fight, and I think he needs to show up to every fight. I think that's correct, but 2,000, like what do the bots do for him here?
Well, not much, that's for sure. It's interesting how you can just Acorn Shot there, and he's actually just done for. Like, what can he do? He can't run left, can't go up, can't go down. He's definitely getting bushwhacked. Now they even try some pressure mid to counter that, but they can't find the angle. Even with the blink, Burrow Strike arrow, you got nothing.
This
is lead at 16 minutes.
Vol?
Also, Moomy at the same time, so yeah, Vol getting low. Moomy in the jungle getting Bo3 at the same time. Bo3 actually does pick on the Saberlight as well. He's bringing the spiders forth, and they are swarming onto Frugos. Oh my god, his health. It just vanished. Oh, he didn't go for the spiders or anything there. He's got no spells left. Vol might just die to the spiders. In fact, they have to throw out the cold, or rather the Winter's Curse. Might need a cold embrace in a second. As, oh, there we go. Get some damage on those spiders on the way out. Pingu can't pick up too much gold there, unfortunately. And Torrent to protect. That will get Pingu out of there. All right, so solid save. Unfortunately, the lead now grows to 9K for Undying.
Oh, I hate to say it, Trent, but this is a shellacking. This is a real shellacking so far. The last one was kind of a bit of a fake shellacking because it was a little bit later. But I don't know if I would exactly call this Gaben tier, but it's
close.
It's up there. I think this might be an S tier shellacking so far. 9K
close
gold
to
lead.
Gaben. Bruno's there, you know. Like a lower level shellacking.
That's true.
Underling shellacking. Could be a Bruno shellacking.
Yeah, okay, careful, dude. That TI invite.
Hey, I didn't call him a minion. I said underling. Wow, the bushwhack into the old sharpshooter. Vol coming to protect, though. For the first time, Scourge gets a little bit of help, it feels like. And he might survive. He's living. He gets out, finally. Will escape with those boots of travel and the speed offered by them. Tornado as well from Brow, though. They're not going to catch this slippery cat. And Duba wants a Centaur. So, trying to... Alright, Frugos, arrow that Centaur. Come on, get that gold. Nothing. He's saving the arrow. He wants the heroes.
He's afraid Duba is going to outplay him, and it'll just be embarrassing, you know? He doesn't want to miss the arrow on a point-blank Centaur. I feel that.
That's true. Yeah, the old footstep into... Wow, double sentries placed down at the same second there. Great minds thinking alike there on the supports. And well said Centaur. He wants it. He's just chasing. Oh, he dodged the arrow. It happened,
I knew it. I knew that.
Oh, no.
Every time.
This guy is invincible.
Dubu is so used to playing against Mirana. This guy's Enchantress in every single pub. And of course, like 90% of the time you pick Ench, you're going to have a Mirana against you.
Mirana to CM. 5 CM for Mirana. You know?
Yep. Yep. Then a Doom that eats the creep.
And then you just don't skill enchant, right? That's how you counter that? That must be
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Exactly.
Wow. 8 kills is a personal best for Saberlight at 15 minutes. I didn't know that. There you go. Well, he ended up losing that game, so hopefully this ends up a little bit better for him.
Uh-oh.
They grab another kill.
Look at Dubu's inventory. The man's walking around without boots. This is the weirdest looking inventory. If you showed me this and I guessed the MMR, I would say Herald. This is either Herald or literally competitive pro level Dota. It's
Herald,
one or the
they
other.
have like some perseverances going on though, you know.
That's true. Perseverances are legit.
Yeah,
Great
they're still in
regen.
that item. They haven't moved on from like 2011. It might be earlier. It might be like 2009. I think.
That's
Scourge McDuck. Put another one on the board. That's now 8 deaths for the last rack. All right, Vol. I think it's time for you to just try and intimidate your future opponents in this qualifier by diving into this Roche pit right now. What do you say, Vol?
That's definitely the play. It's all about the future here. You know, in NA Dota, this is what we like to do. We like to look to the future, not the past. Though, Vol,
you know, they should have just picked techies. You know, if you think you're going to lose in this series to Undying, just pick techies, so then people have to waste a first phase techies ban on you, because nobody wants to play that game.
They kicked their techies player is the problem, though. Tango King's the techies, so they had a chance to be the... Although, I gotta say, Rusi is looking like a very solid player in both of these games. Like, he's...
Oh, Scourge. Oh, don't look at it. You said look away. We don't need to see that again. He's going to be in the double digits with one more death. I definitely agree. I think Rusi has looked quite talented in this match. For someone who I've never really had the pleasure of watching, I think his rotations have been really good. He's only died 3 times this game. Like, yeah, he's not a tank hero like the Kunkka, but I haven't really seen him like whiff combos or anything. And in game 1, he had a lot of good slight dodges. Like, maybe the team play and coordination isn't necessarily there for the cut right now, but individual skill-wise, Rusi is definitely someone to keep an eye on.
I agree, and SMD is, I mean, he's usually there, to me, he's the standout player on the cut. I've always seen him as, like, the best player on the team. In, like, the second place, that was always the question of, like, who's the second best player on the cut? But SMD, but in this game, man, he is looking totally out of place, which is not normal. Like, usually it's everybody else feeding, and SMD is the one that's like, silently, like, still farming and keeping them in the game. Like, the cut's not used to being in this position where SMD is essentially the offlaner. This is very abnormal for them.
It is so different than his typical role, for sure, with this, like, you know, I always think, like, Wraith King for Scourge McDuck. It's, like, the classic, you know? And he's just getting, like, crazy farm. He shows up for the big fights. Good target prioritization. Lesh is just this weird, like, I'm a mid laner that doesn't want to see other heroes.
Yeah, it's odd. It's very different.
Yeah.
There he goes. Just like that. That's how she goes.
Well, that's 10.
10 of
Game
21.
1 repeating itself here. The best news is that it is a play after schedule here as the arrow hits the catapult. So, unlike the DPC, we get a fast 2-0. We'll get you guys into the next match as soon as we can. And Undying doing their best to make that come true. I'm going to have to put up some wanted or some missing posters, though, I think, pretty soon. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like I haven't seen Tomato in a while. Oh, there he is. There's the Spectre.
Hey.
He's coming in for a little bit of a kill here. Oh, no. Don't let him die, guys. Tomato's going to keep the clean stat line here. 2-0-13 at the moment. They grab another kill. He's chasing into the base. Winner's Curse comes out. Make that 2-0-14, by the way. Arrow doesn't connect. Tomato chasing as an Aegis, so he's got 1 death to give away. But they want objectives.
Not the best objective hitters on Undying, but with a 20k gold lead at 22 minutes, I don't think that matters very much.
No. Big old snipe there. Very well shot from Moomiander. Level 14 at this point as the tornado will fly through. Tomato, he's Alacrity. He's Solar Crested. They're throwing all the spells on top of him, and, well, that's a really dead Rusi on the Kunkka. So, I believe Scourge is just farming for next game. Want the tower, the Dignity Tower coming out here for the cut.
Come on.
Let's get it. Yeah,
Hell
that's going to be 2 towers taking this match.
Can
Maybe
he
he'll
get
even
3?
go mid.
The
I
mid
think he
tower.
should.
It's
I
low.
think he should do it. It's low.
He can do it.
Come on, he's doing it. He wants it.
5 seconds.
It's a race. It's a throne race.
Is he gonna
Who's
get it?
gonna get it first? Oh, the
Here he
tier
goes.
4s. They're getting punished. They're
They
pressured.
didn't
Oh,
fort.
he's got the tier
They
1.
didn't fort. They had fort. They didn't use it. Oh my God. SMD with the plays.
Doing what
Yeah,
he can.
this
It's
is
really all that's left. He's being back bottom.
This is all you can do.
Yes. It is a rough one here. He's getting all that's available on the map. His allies are all dead. What more do you want from the guy, people? Oh, that sharpshooter really hurts. Back to your base. Unfortunately, not going to find the time to survive as Vol just runs around in a circle in the sandstorm. They've been here for so long, they're actually out of detection by the looks of it. So, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the strategy. It's like letting the boxers tire themselves out by punching you 50 times in the face.
God, that's such a good strat. That's the Logan Paul right there.
It's just about time to try and turn that strategy around here, though. If you want a chance to win in this one, the punches are starting to hurt. They're hitting your tier 4 towers. They're killing your Sand King with dust on the Spectres. Tomato goes for last hits. Scourge McDuck actually TPing to the base this time.
Takes it tier 2. He's got his BKB.
And Vol lived. Shockingly. Now Scourge
Maybe
is coming
not.
in. He's like, it's my time. BKB. Press my spells.
Oh,
Kill
there's no
the
H's in
Spectre.
Spectre.
He's dead. Scourge McDuck. Wait, what? He's not dead. He's not dead yet. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. He got him. All right. There we go. Dignity towers. Dignity kills. Some of it preserved as the cut. Yes, they fell, but it is to the titans of this NA qualifier. The team everyone expects to take the win versus a squad who are just trying to keep up.
Wyvern Mask of Madness. Oh, that's a Chad build from Pingu. Very nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Team with the damage talent, too. He's like, SMD's not going to carry me. I need to carry myself. Yeah.
Speaking of the Herald builds, it's
Yeah, on the other
we're
side.
in there again. A spirit vessel inside your own fountain. That's depressing. Thank you for your assistance, helping the push end sooner by dying with the spiders coming out of your body to take down your own towers. It's a bit gruesome, but it's Dota. And Scourge McDuck looking for his 12th game, 12th death rather, in this one game. Let's make it a solid dozen for the safe lane Leshrac as a 41-10